Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to do my Golden State Warriors 2025-26 Golden State Warriors season preview. Just, NBA season preview if you want to check that out. My thoughts on most of what I talked about, go watch that. But if you're here for the Warriors, you're for the right place, because it's all about this season. So last year they finished 48 and 34th. 7th in the West. They lost to Timberwolves second round of the playoffs. Felt they could have made the Western Conference Finals if Steph Curry didn't get the hamstring injury, but that is what it is. That's in the past from last year. Offensive rating, they were 16th. 7th in defensive rating, so I thought their defense was pretty good once they got trade for Jimmy Butler. But the offseason moves, they added Al Horford, DeAnthony Melton, Seth Curry, Will Richard, Alex Tui. Dude sucks. Don't know why they added this guy. But yeah, Al Horford, an actual center who can do pick and pop with Curry. He can shoot the three, defend the rim a little bit. DeAnthony Melton, when he eventually is 100% healthy, I think he'll be in the starting lineup. Seth Curry can be a good three-point shooter off the bench. I kind of like the additions they made in the offseason, honestly. Man, no, it took a while, but I kind of like the things they did there. Obviously, they brought back Kuminga on a 2-year, $48 million deal. They brought back GP2. Hopefully, he can actually stay healthy this year and turn back to that player he was during the championship run. I guess subtractions: Kevon Looney, Braxton Key, and Kevin Knox. I guess Kevon Looney was a subtraction. The other two, no value lost there. But the big question was what we saw after Jimmy Butler. The Jimmy Butler trade sustainable for a full season. The home run swing for Butler completely transformed the Warriors to a degree that few mid-season acquisitions ever do. He gave Steve Kerr's team another venue of attack, not just, oh, yep, Steph, get the ball, bail us out. Bringing low turnover, high efficiency isolation, playing a steady diet of free throws to the party to serve as a perfect complement to the tried and true Steph Curry centered motion offense. He diversified and strengthened the team's defense as well, pairing with Draymond Green to give them two high Q multi-positional possession wreckers capable of putting out fires all over the half court. The impact was immediate, obvious, and overwhelming. A 500 team with a negative point differential entering the trading deadline posted the NBA's fourth best record, third best net rating, and the number one defense afterward in the 43 regular and postseason games following his arrival. They went 28 and 15, a 53 win pace in 35 games, which Butler, Curry, and Green all appear. They went 27 and 8, a 63 win pace. They outlasted a young, hungry, and physical and damn good Rockets team in round one, winning a Game 7 on the road despite Butler playing through a pelvic contusion and Curry dealing with a thumb injury. And they took Game 1 on the road in Minnesota, and it was a great victory, but as soon as Steph was pulled with a hamstring injury, our fate was sealed. Even in defeat, though, its future path was clearly illuminated with the Curry, Green, Butler trio. Worked like game busters and would contracts fall through lineup for 2 seasons, provided Green picks up his $27 million player option for 2026-27. The Warriors will try to maximize their potential of contending for a title right fucking now. But my headline is, this team heading into the season has a great shot, is what Mike Dunleavy said. So, in comes Al Horford on the cusp of his 40th birthday, but still a supreme performer. And a hand and glove two-way fit with championship experience, who, as Kerr puts it, fits any lineup, makes any lineup better. And Al Horford, even damn near 40, still good. Like, he may not put up the most impactful stats, but I feel like he fits this team. Like, he knows his role. He's, like, everyone on this team, especially the veterans, they know their role. Big Al's already passed the first test facing any new rival in the Bay. The understanding is the whole mindset, trying to make the game easier for Steph, which was a good start. In comes Seth Curry, who shot 45.6% from three-point range last season, who ranked 86th percentile in points per possession, finished as a spot-up shooter, and a 96th percentile as a pick-and-roll ball handler. So, 45.6%, that's going to be good. Oh, back comes DeAnthony Melton, two-way chaos agent who was a rotation piece during our hot start last year before he eventually sprained his ACL, unfortunately, and eventually dealt to Brooklyn. Back comes GP2. He fits perfectly, you know, screening and diving and making the extra pass and guarding everyone with tenacity. His defense was not really as good last year. I kind of feel like it's kind of the injuries as well. He dealt with a lot of injuries, so hopefully he can actually stay healthy. But then this is the operating principle: get as many smart players as possible, guys who understand how to cut, move, guard, and pass. That's really the Warriors' offense. Because there's so much cutting, and you know Steph moving off the ball. Two guys go with him, you cut to the rim. And these guys will understand how to play off and maximize the three superstars and see how it all shakes out. After a frostbite summer of sore feelings, they finally re-signed Kuminga, who's willing to play a circumscribed role that fits into the framework. Then that's great news, and if he's not, well, January 15th will be here before you know it, and a 2-year, $46.8 million deal can bring back pieces that more snugly fit the Warriors' MO. That's if Jonathan Kuminga does not play well. If he takes a step up, maybe they keep him. But if everyone's rowing in the same direction, and if the long end, the two center pieces, to whom Kerr, Dunleavy, and the rest of the Warriors' brain trust have hitched their wagons, can stay upright and operational, then we'll have a chance to find out if what we saw after the trade deadline was just small sample size magic trick, or if it's sturdy enough to sustain over a longer haul. And I think it can be, but we'll just have to see, man. If it's the former, then maybe we've already seen Steph's last chance at a winner. If it's the latter, though, then we might be looking at a bona fide title contender. The best case scenario. Also, if I just say it goes right, none of the Steph, Draymond, Jimmy, or Al miss extended periods, resulting in the Warriors finishing the top 10 on both ends of the floor. GP2 and Mount combined for something like a full season of havoc wreaking on both ends of the floor. The supplemental youth guys like Pods, Moody, Post, TJD, Guy Santos gets in where it fits in around the aging tent poles, and Dunleavy finds a Kuminga deal that bolsters the core. The Warriors finish with home court advantage in round 1, and with a healthy Steph, a puncher's chance against anybody they draw in the West. That's the best case scenario. And we'll see if Pods takes a leap. He looked good in that preseason game against the Lakers. We'll see if he can take a leap. All the other young guys, I'm not really seeing much. They're the same players from last year. I hope Pods actually does take a leap, because he doesn't lack in confidence. He may say some arrogant things like, "Oh, pass the franchise down to me" when Steph and Draymond retire, but he don't lack confidence, and hopefully his shooting's more consistent this year. If everything falls apart, a roster carefully constructed around 4 of the NBA's oldest players crumbles when those guys do, and what old guys do get hurt and miss time. Golden State looks brilliant for stretches, but only for stretches, and none of the supplemental youth provides capable of shouldering a heavier load. No Kuminga deal materializes, and the bad taste of this season lingers over an underwhelming season spent scuffling with playing berth, and that time before April's out, and with Steph staring down his age 38 season, the end of the line appears to be approaching faster than he wants, and that can't talk. The line looks to be approaching faster than anybody wants it to. That's like if everything were to fall apart. Could it? Maybe, but I don't think it will. But their season opener is against the Los Angeles Lakers, October 21st. No LeBron. Obviously, he's out for the first 3-4 weeks. I think we'll probably win 48-ish games, I would say. I'd say that's the realistic thing. I'm saying this is a Warriors fan. Maybe it's a little biased, but I think they'll win 47, 8-ish games. That's just kind of my prediction. I feel like the X factor of the team, I don't know, man. I feel like it's going to be Brandon Podziemski. Because, obviously, you have Steph, you got Jimmy, you got Draymond, you got Al Horford. There's your point guard. Obviously, you have your small forward, you got your power forward, you got your center. Who's going to step up in that 2 role? Is it going to be D'Anthony Melton when he's 100% recovered from that ACL? Or is it going to be Pods? He was the number 19 pick in the 2023 draft. He burst on the scene 2 years ago. He's a 6'4" guard who's like I guess a do-it-all guy. Expectations were high going to his sophomore campaign, but he just shot 21% from 3 before December 1st, leaving him fighting for a spot in the rotation. Then he found his stroke going 41% from deep the rest of the way. Like, he didn't perform well in the playoffs for the most part, but hopefully he can take that big leap in year 3 and be a more consistent scoring option with Jimmy Butler, Steph Curry. But like, I'd say their key dates are like, obviously the season opener against the Lakers, the Nuggets, the NBA Cup, Christmas Day game against the Mavericks, Rivals Week against the Mavericks and the T-Wolves. Some of their key dates. I'd say that, but like I say, I think they'll win like 47, 48 games. It'd probably be like near the 5, 6, 7, the 5, 6, 7 seed, something like that. But yeah, that's kind of my honest thoughts with the team upcoming this year. Just kind of glad the Kuminga saga's over, because that was kind of just so frustrating during the whole off season where we couldn't do it, where we weren't signing anybody. But I like the little additions they made this off season. You know, getting an actual center. I think they'll finish like near the 5 through like 7 spot in the West, maybe 4th. We'll see. But yeah, leave a like, subscribe for more. Thanks, Mike Light. Peace, and what do you Warriors fans think for this upcoming 2025 season?